Welcome to Overrated or Underrated. Just got finished doing some work, and then Ronan's gonna ask me some questions, courtesy of Gary Vee. He gave me the inspiration. Let's get right into it. Underrated, Overrated, with your host Jabari from Boost Collective. I want to say he's properly rated because this guy, even though he has a lot of antics, a lot of fun, crazy stuff going on, I mean, let's be honest, he doesn't have that many songs out, and his other songs is just ripping off Playboy Cardi's hype. So I think he needs to focus less on the antics and actually make some more good music to really stand out and be somebody known in the future. He doesn't have the cult fan base like Lil Nas X does, so you can't call him a one-hit wonder. Right now, he's like a half-hit wonder in a way. Outside of memes, who really knows him? FL Studio, wildly overrated. In my opinion, anybody that really loves his FL Studio simply can't afford Ableton. I know it's a really wild and hot take, and I'm not trying to class shame anybody, but let's be honest. 9 out of 10 people that hate Ableton haven't even touched or even seen the software in progression. I mean, bro, you can use the software while it's live. So that's what I'm saying. FL Studio has a really strong cult fan base, especially outside of US and Canada. So for you guys, if you enjoy it, great. Lots of plugins available. It's amazing, a lot of VSTs, but it's still slightly, being fair and being honest, overrated.
The FL gang's coming for you, man.
I know FL gang is gonna tear me apart. Welcome, bro. I got all the Ableton gang and all their funds on my side. Lo-fi beats are properly rated. I want to say overrated, but when you're in your room and you have the nice LED light set up and you want to chill, maybe you have your girlfriend, you're rubbing on her thigh a little bit before you get all cozy, having a lo-fi beat adds to the mood. You can't listen to lo-fi all the time, but for what it's worth, it gets a job done perfectly. 10 out of 10 times when you have a lo-fi beat on, it's gonna add to the situation. So I say properly rated. I'm not gonna give it underrated because it's pretty popular at this point, and the way music goes, it's like ups and down, ups and down. I feel after a while it's gonna lose popularity, but then in a few years, come right back up like all good things. EDM in 2020 is slightly underrated, only because we didn't have the chance to have any of the big festivals like Ever After or Rev, if you live in my area. So because of that, we didn't get the chance to have the full experience. So people are kind of forgetting about the joys of going to rave, popping 2 acids, hugging some random guy, doing some meth behind a washroom stall with some dude, wearing your colored bracelets, and some random person all tripped out on acid giving you their friendship bracelet and you taking it and it being the highlight of your day. Listen, if you're not a raver, you may not understand it, but all EDM guys know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why it's slightly underrated. Let's see what 2021 and 2022 have to offer, because now we're gonna see some new things coming out, maybe some virtual concerts for EDM, because EDM's all electronic. They'll be one of the first people to truly embrace the virtual world. I'm excited, and I hope you are too. TikTok for music artists in 2020 is still properly rated. We've seen a bunch of artists get really big. In fact, somebody from Ontario named 347 Aiden, you've definitely heard his song, Dancing in My Room. I'm sorry if I butchered it. I'm not great with lyrics, but he had a song that blew up on TikTok, not necessarily overnight. He put a lot of hard work. TikTok was the cow dung, the poop from the cow that fertilized the seed of the song and made it blow up into a great big tree. So what I'm saying is, it's the hottest platform right now for growth, so you better be on it. Properly rated. Playboy Cardi, he's Flop Boy Cardi. I'll tell you that's what his name is. Because Playboy Cardi is slightly overrated. In 2020, what he's given us? He's given us a pretty mid Drake feature, to be honest. I hope the Playboy Cardi fandom doesn't kill me for this. And then he released Meh, which I would say that song was pretty, as the title gives it. Playboy Cardi is not doing any crazy numbers. However, Kanye West has produced his next album for him. So I have a lot of hopes for that. Kanye West has done a lot of great productions in the past. If he can do it for Playboy Cardi, then he's got to do it. But Playboy Cardi got to hop on quick, because next thing you know, Kanye might produce Mario Judah's new album if Playboy doesn't hurry up and get his entire career swiped up by the one and only Mario Judah. For that I say, he's slightly overrated. Twitter for music artists is wildly underrated. Listen, guys, Twitter is a search engine. You're going into Twitter acting like it's Instagram or Facebook. That's like if you're trying to build a house and all you have is a pair of pliers. You're gonna try to put that in to build a foundation? No, you need a hammer. And Twitter is a hammer. Twitter, the great thing for networking is you can search whatever you want. Spotify playlist curators, just type in playlist curator, get in contact with them. Type in Hashtag Music Network, you'll find tweets of artists that want a music network. It's just the best thing for finding and networking with artists. Networking and connections is half the game. Just look at Chance the Rapper, just look at Trippie Redd and Famous Dex. They're cousins. Imagine getting close and connected with those type of people. Twitter is the way to do it. So I'm gonna say slightly underrated. Only because enough people don't do it. Pinterest is overrated. Pinterest is overrated. That's a good one, that's a good one. Pinterest is wildly underrated for cover arts. Just type in cover art or anything of inspiration. It gives you all of the media content, photos, and images with no people's faces. It doesn't give you any place to comment. It doesn't give you any place to interact. So all you get is the raw content. If you want inspiration for your music, for your branding, for your styles, for your design, Pinterest is the best place, and people don't even know about it. They think Pinterest is where you see soccer moms posting about their inspiration and their minion quotes and it's not about that. Pinterest has its place for music artists, and you better God on it because it's a bunch of good real estate. If you don't use it, somebody else will. Hashtag FOMO that. Wildly underrated, Pinterest. Music theory in 2020 is properly rated. I think most artists, if they wanted to learn music theory, they could do it relatively easily, just choose not to. Why? Because they don't need it. A beat maker doesn't care about the theory behind it. He wants to know how to make good beats. A music artist doesn't necessarily care about the theory behind it. They just want to make a good song. The ear is more powerful than you may think. Sure, it's going to help you with chord progressions and things of that nature and understanding how the music works on a fundamental level. But unless you're doing some pretty high-end stuff and big compositions that require a lot of instruments, you'll be just fine getting some VSTs and just kind of playing around and seeing what sounds good. What sounds good in Mozart and Beethoven and Bach's and Chopin's time generally is going to sound good today. Sure, you'll learn a little bit from here, but it's not like the end all be all. There are many people that go to school, learn music theories, and they can't make jack shit. And then there are people that are 14 years old, making music in their studio, AKA their bedroom, after hours when their mom doesn't know they're awake, putting beats together on Ableton, not FL, sorry guys. And yet those things are becoming the next biggest hits in the world. Come on, let's be practical. Do you honestly think Nav knows music theory? I'm just saying, I never heard him talk about music theory in any kind of interview. He just knows how to make a really good beat and run with it. Gunna is not overrated or underrated, but he is overweighted. If you could stop making less trips to McDonald's and make more trips to the gym, that would make me highly rate him. But that being said, he has ended up losing a lot of weight over the past couple months. The internet has found ways to bully the man and cyberbully him into losing weight. Hooray, bullying has its place in 2020. And Gunna's a perfect example. Listen, am I saying we should fat shame him? No. But I'm saying to give a little bit of, inspiration to go on a walk every now and then doesn't hurt anybody. Properly rated, slightly weighted. That's my final verdict for Gunna. Thank you for watching. Please follow for more because I'm gonna have some more videos coming up. If you enjoyed it, then subscribe, like, whatever it is, you know the dealio.